In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you the vibration of neediness, where this calibrates on the scale, and exactly what to do instead to make things natural. And when you make your goals, your manifestations, your intention natural, everything becomes easier for you. Welcome back to another video. My name is Aaron and I help people expand their consciousness. Now in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you the powerful way you can go about getting out of neediness and knowing that if you're trying or intend to manifest a person into your life, if you intend to manifest a certain type of money, if you're intending to manifest a certain job, the more you feel needy about it, the more you vibrationally are separating yourself from that reality. Think of everything as, in a way, a radio dial or a radio signal. It is putting off a certain frequency and picking up on the frequency of all the radio waves that already exist. If you have something that is dialed at 97.5, then that's one of the stations here in Las Vegas, so it goes right to mind. 97.5, you're going to pick up on that station, on that frequency. And if you want to pick up on something that's 102.7, that's also when it's here in Vegas, 1027, then what happens is then you pick up on that frequency. You have to tune yourself to that frequency to then experience that reality. Now think of it, if there is a reality that says, I need this, I want this, you are vibrationally putting out, I don't currently have it. Because if you need it and you want it, and that means that you don't actually have it, because if you had it, you wouldn't want it or need it. You just have it. And so it's like, I want to be making a video right now. Well, I'm already making a video. So the vibrational reality where this is natural for me, which is what this video will be talking about, is that's something that just naturally happens, something that's very easy, something that's very smooth. You see the difference of even the energy state? It's smooth, it's easy, but when it's something is needy, you're holding on to the outcome and you really hope something cool will happen. So in order to change the reality that you want, you have to put off a different vibration, a different frequency. And the first part is just me showing you that the vibration of neediness will not get what you want. The vibration of neediness is not where your desires are, not where your, well, desires maybe, but it's not where the outcome of what you want is. So right now, if you could just do this exercise in your mind for 2 seconds. Imagine the best version of you that already has that which you want to experience. Imagine that version of you. Imagine the version of you where it is natural for you to be in that perfect relationship, where it is natural for you to have the kind of abundance that you want. It is natural for you to make a certain amount of money per year. It is natural for you to be doing your dream job or to have your own business. See that as natural. Notice that natural version of you. Now, that imagination that you just used to see that version of you in your mind, whether that was just a visual image or an actual scene that you could see, whatever it was, that version of you is a certain radio frequency. Think of it in that metaphor. And you notice how natural that it is for you. That version of you doesn't want and like, hey, you need to be in a relationship with me and you money need to come into my wallet. That's not the energy state of that version of you. The energy state, see, I'm kind of acting it out here so I kind of show you the difference between needy, I want this could come into my life, it would make me feel so good. And I'm going to show you the belief that stems from, by the way, as well. And then the reality where you are natural and you're like, that's who I am, this is easy for me. And the analogy I normally show, it's like on one side, it's like, hey, everyone watching this video, could you please like this video? I just need you to like it, because if you like this video, it makes such a big difference with the YouTube algorithm. Could you please like this video? You see that energy? You're like, no, I don't want to do that. I almost don't want to do it because I'm just a rebel and I can see that it's not healthy. It is not healthy for me to do that for you, because then I'm rewarding you for being in that energy state. So think of it like that as well. Whatever energy state we're in, even if we did, you don't want to get rewarded for being in that energetic state. I've actually done that to myself before. I thought that to myself. I'm like, I really, really want this, you know. And then in a weird way, I'm like, getting this will probably like reaffirm to me that this energy state is good. So maybe it's like, I should just distance myself and let go of that energy state and know that I'm not going to get there from here, from that energy state. So on the other side of this, there is this side. where it's like, hey, I know you're watching this video right now, and I've been making a lot of videos, and I love sharing these ideas with you. Could you do me a favor and just like this video? It would mean a lot to me because it helps the channel grow. It also shows me that you like content like this, where maybe I'm being a little bit more exuberant and I'm kind of acting out these different energy vibrations so that you could see what the difference is, so you could see how you can then change your life and make it natural. Could you just like the video? You don't have to, but it'd be cool if you did. And you know, it's kind of natural for you to do that because maybe you've been watching my videos for a while and you've got some value out of it, so it might just seem like the most logical, cool thing to do. Now, which version of Aaron? This is Aaron, and this is A-Rod. Please like my video, please. You see the difference? So those are two different vibrational realities. One's putting up a frequency of neediness, and one's putting up the frequency of, this is natural. See, even like this, I let my hair down a little bit. This is natural over here. And I could just do like this little hair flip like this. You see? Okay. So one time I was in Lior, and I was like doing a hair flip, but I was going like this. I don't know, it's not funny, but okay. Anyways, so now let's look at this chart right here, my handy dandy little chart. On my handy dandy little chart, you'll see it right here. Can you guys see it? Okay, the chart right here. You'll see at the bottom, you'll see shame, fear, guilt, anger. Then what? Neutrality eventually. Then what? You'll see reasoning. Then what? You see love. Then what? You see joy, peace, and enlightenment. This is the scale of consciousness via the book Power versus Force. You see it right here. I'm not worshiping it. I'm just fanning it off because it's getting a little hot right now. Now, as you look at it, what you'll notice is at 125, you see desire. Now, desire is rooted in a lower vibrational emotion because this is like almost like a needy, lustful desire. I really want that. That's the neediness. Well, I really want that. Look how low of a vibration it is. It's not a very high vibration. And that's because from that state, guess what belief is perpetuating? The scale of consciousness, everything has a certain calibration, even us. Now, let's see, rock music resonates at a certain frequency. Classical music resonates between 400 and 500. That's why a lot of people like to study and listen to classical music, because it resonates between 400 and 500, which is reasoning, the intellect of the mind. You have certain mantras that resonate at like 500 and above. You have certain movies that resonate at a certain frequency. Most movies resonate under like 400. So they're not necessarily high vibration. I think Avatar would probably resonate a little bit higher. But the purpose of me sharing this is that everything resonates at a certain frequency. And the reality and the feeling of neediness or desire is rooted in one core belief. That belief, and this is the most common limiting belief that almost everyone has at some level that may have to work through it, is the belief that I am not enough. I am not worthy. And when we say I'm not enough or I'm not worthy, that's when then we compare ourselves to other people and we say, I need that. If I had you in my life, just like that. I feel so good. I would give myself permission to feel a certain way. Oh, that would be amazing. You see, like that's the difference between that being like something that is just natural for you and that being like, oh, that I'm not enough already. So if you were in my life, I'd feel so much better. But that's looking to the outside to make something feel whole and complete on the inside. But if you would just question that belief that I am not enough, sorry, and realize that that belief that I am not enough may have come from someone else. It may have come from some one-reference experience that happened when you were a kid. And the key to this is being aware of that and just shining light. Think of light as this high vibrational energy that then gets shown on things in your life, subconscious things in your life, that then makes you feel powerful, because then you question things that no longer need to be true for you. So you might have a belief that says, I'm not worthy. If I had that money, I would be worthy. If I had that amount of money, my friends would then accept me. To find out that when you have that money, then you feel guilty about having that money. Then you feel like your friends are judging you. Then you feel like it's hard to relate to your friends. You see? So it's a trap that no matter what level that it's at, no matter what stage it's at, it's going to manifest itself in certain ways. And you don't think about it in the moment. You're like, no, I really want to make that much money because that'd be amazing. Then my friends would accept me. But then you do, and they may get jealous. They may then question themselves and what they're doing. You see? So this is all about awareness. And realizing that over there is not going to make you happy. That thing that you think you're going to bring in your life is not going to make you happy. You can make yourself happy. And think about it anyways. You're already 100% whole and complete. You're an eternal spiritual being, dreaming right now that you're experiencing reality through the 5 sense body and this avatar that's called your ego. And you walk around going, oh, if I had that, then I would feel happy. If I had that, then I would feel happy. You're already 100% whole and complete. You forgot that when you were born, though. Because then you go through reference experience that shows you, compare yourself to other people, live up to this standard, this is who you're meant to be, go to your job, work up the corporate ladder, and then retire when you're 60. Go according to the plan of this reality. And that gets beaten into you, and then you think, this is who I am, this is who I am. If I just had those over there, my friends would like me. If I just had that over there, that person would love me. But here's the thing, and you say, when that person loves me, what you think is that person and the connection, the magical connection you have with that person's making you happy. That's what you think. In reality, what's happening is you are connecting with someone else. They are sharing love with you and living according to the blueprint in your mind as to what it takes for you to feel loved. They're with you now, and in your mind, you are glorifying them being with you. Then, as they're with you, they're aligning to the blueprint, which says that if someone else loves me, then I can love myself. And then you give yourself permission to love yourself. Then you think that that other person is the reason that you now feel worthy, whole, and complete. Not knowing that it's mainly the rule in your mind and the definition that because this person is with you, now you can feel that love. Look at it from money. Whoa, once I have that much money in my bank account, then I can feel happy. And you say that to yourself. Then you get the money in your bank account, and you're sitting there, and you're like, oh, I feel happy for about the 20 minutes that you will feel happy, and then you realize that it's not everything. But in that 20 minutes, you go, oh, there we go. Now I got the money in my bank account, I feel happy. Why? Because the alignment in your vision and the blueprint you had said that when the money comes in my account, then I can feel happy. Then you, because you're already whole and complete, give yourself more permission to feel that whole and complete because the rule in your mind says you now have the money. So anything that you need or want, you already can give yourself. You already can give yourself. And when you already give it yourself, this is the paradox, those things happen quicker because then you are tuning to that vibrational reality, the vibrational reality where it is natural, it is cool, it is suave, I feel good, I love myself, I love myself, I love myself. And then over here, it's like, please, get this out, that over there into here. I would feel so good. Oh my gosh, that would make me feel so good. You see the difference? And then when the skin gets over here, okay, now it's over here. Okay, now I can relax for 2 minutes and feel good. Oh, okay, now what's the next thing? That's the way the ego runs itself. Because the ego in this reality was meant in a way, you want to know what the ego is meant to do, by the way? It's to help us survive. That's it. The ego just wants you to survive. Not even thrive. The ego just wants you to survive. And it wants you to survive based upon the blueprint in your mind as to what it takes to survive. And if you say, I need this, and you identify with that and say, I need this and subconsciously you say, I need this to be happy. I need this to get by. Neediness, you need. Guess what? It is projecting out that you're not already whole and complete. It's putting out that lack frequency. And then you are identifying with it, and your ego's doing what it can to survive, what it can to accommodate that. But the key of this video is showing you that the one thing you must do is make your goals natural. And how do you make them natural? By knowing that first off, this character that you might be playing, this story you might be telling yourself about who you are, the way reality works, it's a story. It's just a little story. We tell ourselves a story. This is who I am. I'm Aaron Doughty, guys. I make YouTube videos. I've been doing it for a couple years now. This is who I am. And it's a story that our avatar plays for a period of time until we change the story. Because we're infinite spiritual beings. We came here to experience reality through this experience. But when you see it as a story, it's then changeable. Rather than who I am. I'm always going to be Aaron Doughty, YouTuber who asks people to please like this video. So you see? That's the story. Now here's the thing. Here's what you realize. That's a story. Guess what? You can change the story any way you want. Isn't that cool? You can change the story. So instead of that story, guess what story I tell myself now? That I already feel 100% whole and complete, that I love myself, And you wanna know a story I tell myself now that I wasn't telling myself like a year ago? I can relax, grow out my hair a little bit, and enjoy myself. I can go eat somewhere and not feel guilty because it's not within the certain macros of the day. I can have more fun. I even got this little poster. It says one of my power virtues is playfulness and fun. And this video is a little bit more fun than usual, right? Right? You like this video? No, right. So that's the idea though. It's seeing it as natural, as a part of your self-image and changing your story. And even if you're like, well, my story is that I went through a lot of stuff in the past and blah, blah, blah. I went through a lot of stuff in the past, and what I did is I reframed the story and the meaning of the story. You see, you weren't given a script and said, this is how you have to be. And if you just live according to this way, and then if you just were to identify with things and make yourself better in this way, that then you could finally feel happy. But instead, we identify with that story, but then what you can do is you can see it for what it is, a story, and you can choose to let it go. Bye-bye. Bye-bye story. Just like that. And then you can be the way you prefer to be, which is actually more who you are. Carefree, not caring. You probably feel from this video, I'm not really caring. I'm just kind of going with the flow. And that flow state is who I really am. Now I tell myself a new story. I'm not just Aaron Doughty, YouTuber who's been on YouTube for 3 years, making daily videos for 3 years straight, gets up every morning and makes a video. That's not just Aaron Doughty. Aaron Doughty, which is a character that I'm playing in this life, because I'm an infinite spiritual being just like you, is also someone that's able to do live events. Oh, I've changed my story. He's able to do live events and speak in front of people and work with people live rather than just on YouTube. I changed my story. But if I'm like, that would be so amazing, oh my goodness, it would be separated from me. But if I'm like, wait, this is a story, I'm Aaron Doughty, blah, 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 and you make YouTube videos, and then this is a story as well. I'm Aaron Doughty, and I do live events. And this is how many people show up, and this is what I do. Those are both stories. When you see them both as stories, and it's like, why not just be this version of you now? If you want a way to embody your dream reality, is see it as natural for you by knowing the one where you're not experiencing it is a story, and then that reality is a story as well, but it's a temporary story you can live for as long as you want and as much as you want to enjoy it. When you realize life is like a dream, the more dream-like your life will become. So, the vibration of neediness as well. Things are very serious. Oh my God, I gotta manifest that person. Just come into my life, it'll be so amazing for me. Me, give to me. Same thing with money. Oh, that money would come into my life. I feel more worthy, whole and complete. Please come into my life, come to me. You see? And what that's saying is that if you would come here, you and I would feel amazing. Not realizing that if you would just let it go, let it be natural, and realize that that resistance is blocking it from you, that then you could experience more of these things in your life. Now you're putting off a frequency, be aware of that frequency you're putting off and realize that you can change that frequency. And a powerful way to do that is, we actually just did this recently, is raise your dominant vibration. Raise your dominant vibration meditation, which is extraordinarily powerful. One of the first ever premiere meditations I did, and it was incredible. Read some of the comments below. Listen to that meditation for 21 days. It will change your resonant vibration, help you go beyond neediness and into a completely new reality. So go and listen to that meditation for 21 days. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like it. Just kidding. Do whatever you want. You can like it if you want. Other than that, as always, peace, much love, and namaste.